Hi! Today we're going to talk about resilience. The other day, both of you came home crying. One of you had a bad grade in math and the other had a lower grade in your semester, lower than your first semester. And both of you thought that I was going to be very upset with you, and that's why you started crying, which obviously I wasn't going to be upset because, as you know, results are not always a good indication of the effort that's been put in. It means you could have studied a lot and have a bad day and not do so well in your exam and just end up with a bad grade. So it's just not an indication of the effort you put in. But what does being resilient means? It means to be able to face the ups and downs of life without being overly affected by it. For example, it's possible that you don't get into the university of your choice. It's possible that you get the job of your dreams and then within a couple of weeks something happens and you lose that job. There's so many different things that just could happen in life, and if it affects you too much, then you're gonna have difficulty facing all these emotions. The idea is to know what to do for these things not to affect you too much. So there are three things that I'd like you to remember. The first is that everybody, absolutely everybody in their life goes through ups and downs. It's just not you alone. It's absolutely everybody. So it's just part of life. You know, once you understand that, then you understand that you shouldn't panic. Just face it and go through it, and that's it. The second thing is to trust yourself. You need to trust your character. You need to trust your skills, your competences. You just need to trust your inner self to know that you're fully capable of going through this and just getting through it. And the second and then the third thing is to understand why you're going through these difficult situations, to find out the reasons and to have a plan to overcome each and every single reason, to identify the steps to improve your situation. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. For example, if you're having a bad semester, you need to figure out what are the reasons. Were you too distracted with different things that were going on in school? Did you have too many extracurricular activities and you were just too busy to study? Were you feeling cocky because you were doing good in the first semester, so you figured, well, you don't need to study as much? It could be so many different situations. What you need to know is to figure out the reason and to try to do better, to see what are the steps you can take. Is the same thing. Let's say you start a new job and things are not going as well as you hoped. Well, the idea here is to talk to people, talk to your boss, ask for feedback, talk to your colleagues, maybe get a coach, start reading different books, to find the reasons why you're having difficulty and to address it. And that just means being resilient, to show up, not to give up, to show up, not to panic, just to show up. And that's one of the most important qualities you can have in life.